What's up, y'all? It's your girl Venus Archangel here with another love reading for y'all. If you're unsure of your sun, moon, and rising signs, want to know what cards I'm using in the video, or interested in booking a personal reading with me, head on over to the description box below. And with all that said, let's go ahead and get started. What's up, Capricorn? It's your girl Venus Archangel here. Let's go ahead and get started with your reading, okay? So we're working with the Ace of Swords as your underlying energy. So this not clear-cut communication, but this is definitely the beginning of seeing things from a different perspective, gaining new ideas. So this new beginning, pretty much, this energy in your life right now. Excuse me, sorry, my box fell. This energy in your life right now is all about seeing things from a new perspective. Victory through the truth as well. Okay? Honestly, I'm being grabbed by, victory through the truth. And I think there's some honesties, there are new truths that are coming out, or there's some new truths that are going to be expressed in this new venture that you guys are beginning here. Now, presently, you guys are trying to, plan for the future, hash out the practical stuff, going through all the practical things that you need to, right? That's a problem circumstance, right? So you're having to, either with your partner or with your group, trying to really discover or really understand, really go through, go through the process of figuring out how to get to, a stable place within yourself, within your partner, etc. It's just you just want to plan for the future, whatever you guys want to have and whatever you guys want to bring into fruition. But you guys are crossing this with the Two of Swords. Okay, now y'all are having difficult decisions having to make, or there is some planning of this future that you don't want to see. It has a lot of difficult decisions or difficult things in this planning for the future thing that is either you are seriously having to compromise, or you are having to really kind of you're having to make some difficult decisions, period. So maybe your truth doesn't kind of fall in line with the, Three of Pentacles. Maybe your truth doesn't fall in line with what plans are being made right now. And that is understandable, okay? That is understandable, especially if you don't really want to deal with this. Now, this is a new beginning. I thought that being, planning for the future would be exciting. But this don't look exciting if you guys are feeling like there's some difficult stuff that you have to hash out. Okay? Now, we're going to be looking... Honestly, let me just quickly pull for this. Why is there a difficult situation with this Three of Pentacles? Why is there decision-making that's very hard to make right now in this... while you guys are trying to make, plan for the future? Okay, so there's just a lot going on. Like, there's a lot of possibilities, possibly, or maybe there's just a lot of communication happening, or maybe even thoughts. This doesn't really explain much, though. Come on now, tell me, what's up? Why is there difficult situations? Yeah, okay, so in regards to making a decision right now, in regards to this Three of Pentacles, you're trying to make, plan for the future. That's all planning for the future is. And this isn't something that you're alone in. It's a difficult situation because you're not necessarily seeing... Perhaps you're not seeing the benefit of it, and you're having to stand your ground. You're not seeing something, or you can't see something because there's a lot of possible... You guys are Capricorn, so you know what? Y'all are probably worried about something, or just not really interested in making those hard decisions in regards to planning for the future, because you don't want things to end. Not meaning that you don't want the relationship to end, but more so that you don't want to say no to those things because of what you believe you can and probably cannot do. There's a lot of stuff that you have to kind of, you know, put up with or deal with that you have to kind of do. And honestly, you probably don't even want to do it. So that's one of the reasons why you probably don't want to look at it. But there's some things in the future that either you don't want to put up with or that you want to put up with, but you're not sure what to do. Okay. Now in the past, you have the Two of Pentacles. So there's some juggling of some practical stuff. You were really making decisions then, practical decisions in regards to your relationship. But there wasn't a lot of addressing of what emotionally was needed from you. Because right now you have the Queen of Cups in your presence. So you guys are feeling very vulnerable right now, or very open to emotional love. Okay? Maybe there was a situation where you had to, juggle those things, something practical, and you're at a point now where you are in the position to love, express your love, and be in the moment in your emotions, and you're going right back to having this conversation about practical stuff. And honestly, this is definitely new for you, Capricorn, because you hashing out the details, figuring out what next to plan is something that you guys or that your sign is typically known for wanting to do. So I feel like this is interesting. You probably don't want to handle or think about the practical stuff because you're enjoying where you are in the moment, and you're having to you always have to kind of, when you guys put your work into something, you enjoy it. You really do. You really love what you do. But planning for the future, if it's, I don't know, I think because your south node or your opposite sign rather is Cancer. So how you guys may seem on the outside, you guys feel like a Cancer in the inside. So you guys have those emotions inside of you. They're just very deep. So when you guys finally get the chance to even express those or even be open like that, I think that's when, that's really weird. I think that's just kind of when you kind of don't really want to think about the practical because you always do it. So I understand like wanting to be in the moment with your partner, be in the moment, be in love. So you probably want to have fun, or this person that you're with, So planning for the future is coming up as a hard decision because of these two cards, the Knight of Wands and the Three of Swords. Some of you guys could be dealing with someone that is, unfortunately, probably you're realizing they're not exactly as faithful as you think they are. And I don't really want to put that thought in your minds, because if you guys have very loyal partners, then I'm incorrect with this. Okay? And it's interesting because you have Temperance coming up in the future. So, for some of you guys could be dating like a younger fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, or somebody that you feel is, very fun, very passionate, someone that can really start something that's very, very, engaging. And they can, they have this burst of energy about them that's just so awesome. However, when they get bored, they tend to kind of skip out. Like, they don't really want to stay because there's nothing really exciting. There's nothing new. There's nothing to pretty much do. So they done everything that they needed to do, and they leave. That's just their energy. So, for some of you guys could be in your emotions right now, and you guys could be enjoying those emotions with someone that you feel is rather passionate and very exciting. However, this person, the Three of Swords with this, is just kind of crazy. Like, the Three of Swords is pretty much saying that this, either you guys are in the emotional state because you feel good about a situation, or you guys are having the difficult decision right now and standing your ground because you're dealing with somebody that isn't being very faithful, and it caused some pain right now in your present to even make you feel as vulnerable as you are now. So honestly, I don't think this is a very good energy anymore, honestly, because that's crazy. That makes sense. Okay, because underneath the Ace of Swords, you guys have the Four of Swords. So that's taking a break, resting, pausing for a moment. And planning for the future is looking like it's on hold right now because you're having to figure out where your boundaries are, okay? Because you honestly don't see them. You're trying to figure out what exactly are you willing to tolerate with this. And that's what the Two of Swords is like. You're having a difficult decision about where to go next. Because where you are now, you're with somebody that just kind of doesn't that doesn't seem to plan to be stable anytime soon. And that could be a problem all in itself, that you're just continuously with people that just do not want to commit. Okay, so, yeah, that makes sense. Okay, so, so, that sucks, honestly. I'm sorry, Capricorn. But the thing here is, what we can do here, what we can work with, is the fact that you are going to be ruled. This underlying energy of the Ace of Swords, that is what you need. And that's the weapon that you're going to be using to carry yourself through the situation. It may be difficult. You may be having somebody that is not committed, not sticking to one thing, and kind of going here and going there, and going anywhere in the world. Okay, this person may not be settled in that situation or settled in a situation with you, but that doesn't mean that your truth isn't valid. It doesn't mean that how you feel isn't right. And just because you may love someone, it doesn't necessarily mean that you have to take whatever they give you. Okay, so this is about figuring out exactly what do you need from this person. What do you want? Because as far as the Three of Swords go, you know what the issues are. You're having to address those things now, and you want somebody that can have fun, but you want someone that doesn't just I don't think you want somebody that just up and leaves. You feel very emotional and vulnerable right now. It doesn't make sense. Why is the Three of Swords here? And what can we do about the Three of Swords? Okay. The Three of Swords is here because of some sort of emotional opening. So somebody must have communicated with you in regards to how they felt. Now, what to do about it is to express back. It's to communicate back. It's to tell, pretty much talk about how you feel. The Queen of Cups, she is in her emotions. She doesn't necessarily express those emotions, but she can control those emotions and receive psychic messages because she can feel those, the vibes. However, though, it's important and for her to communicate those things every once in a while, because nobody can assume what she feels, because she can control how she feels. She is her emotions, but it doesn't always have to convey as clearly as that. She could be, and then honestly, it could, right? She could be crying one minute, she could be laughing the next, but nobody will really understand or know why until it's expressed. And that is one thing that the Queen of Cups is not good about doing. Queen of Swords is. The Queen of Cups, they're in the feels. So if you guys are feeling things and you're not saying anything about it, I think the best thing to do right now is to figure out exactly what it is that you have an issue with. Is it the part that they're not fun, they're not passionate, they're not expressing themselves? Is it you that you're not feeling that fun vibe? You're not really wanting to exactly express or go out of your way to kind of get into some crazy rambunctious fun or whatever. Is there passion lacking in your life? What past issues are coming up? What pains are coming up for you? And to express those things clearly, okay? So the future, is the Temperance card. So you're having to, balance and keep things in moderation. There's a lot of waiting and, doing everything that needs to be done in divine timing. It's pretty much going back to the Two of Pentacles energy. So if you can't make a decision right now, just see how everything goes in the future, right? If you can't make a decision, if you're just literally trying to figure out exactly what it is that you're trying to, figure out right now, what is not working for you, and to express those. And at that point, when you do that, your future is looking like, okay, you did everything that you need to be done, that needs to be done. Allow divine timing to have, to do what it needs to do. So what's clarifying divine timing is the Sun. Now, I think this is absolutely wonderful because you guys are in the process of either seeing things, like whatever comes out from the Temperance. There's two things. I think it could be both of them, honestly. It could be, potential new happiness, someone that is expressive and fun, and someone that is ready to begin something new and gives you that drive and gives you that passion, or someone that is ready to commit to you, or you are ready to commit to them and you're ready to have, let go of being the bachelor or bachelorette and really just kind of, addressing like the old issues that you had where you're having to juggle things and being more practical rather than being in a relationship in the, really recognizing your emotions in the first place. And I think, you'll figure out honestly what will come out in the future is what the person feels, how the person thinks, what their plans are and what their goals are, and what you need to do for yourself, because things will be enlightened in the future. Divine timing is going to bring enlightenment to you. Or why divine timing is coming up is because you were crystal clear and the situation is clear because of the Ace of Swords being the underlying energy. Like I said, again, communication, the truth is clarity. So you're having clarity in how you feel, having clarity about what is bothering you. And if you can convey that and be open with that, the divine timing will be like, okay, you did the thing that you need to do. We got this. You got the rest of this. Just keep things going. Keep things, balanced for yourself. Okay? And we'll handle the rest. That's pretty much what divine timing is. So I feel like it's both ways. You will receive clarity back for the efforts that you put in that is clear. That is the truth. Now, your crowning energy is the Six of Cups. So, the cards are asking you to look in the past. And I feel like the reason why, obviously, is because the Three of Swords is in your present. You're having to look in the past anyway. Those are not exactly pleasurable memories. So, what thing, I guess there's two things that need to be done here. Not only to understand and address the past issues that you have, could be juggling, as your relationship, juggling two people, or maybe not juggling two people, but juggling stuff, a lot of practical stuff, and putting your emotions behind because you had a lot of responsibilities to take care of. You probably don't want to go back to that. You want to enjoy your relationship instead of having to see it as another responsibility. Okay? And on top of that, you want to look at the good times too, to express exactly what you want. And it doesn't have to be like what you don't want. It could actually be what you do want, what you want to grow in more. You want to be more emotionally available. You want to have more fun or be seen as more fun. You want to have maybe a little more sex. Who knows? Okay. But I'm just saying, hey, shoot. Nothing wrong with getting laid. But again, though, like there's a balance to all that. You can't just express what you don't want because then you'll have nothing to work with. What do you want as well, okay? What is wrong and what do you want to see improved? And what made you feel good about the past that you may want to have again? And this connection is a soulmate connection. So there's something here. This relationship is to teach you something. This transition that you guys, this whole zodiac is going through, y'all are going through some serious transition, okay? I'm going through a serious transition. It's been crazy. But whatever you guys are going through, okay? Whatever you guys, okay, fine. Fine then. This came out twice. Whatever you guys are going through, it's meant for you to change and transition. And I think this relationship is meant for you to do something different. The soulmate is there to show you what either was missing, to show you something new, to teach you something different. And this here, looking back in the past of when times were of stability, right? Like you want that offer of stability. You want to begin somewhere first. You want to have that platform first. And you want at least to have at least the idea of that there. You don't want to start something and they don't really want to commit. And I think that's what you have to convey. The Six of Cups is being clarified by the Ace of Pentacles. I'll show you again. Okay, Six of Cups, Ace of Pentacles. So a time where there was the beginning of something growing of stability, support, and security. You want something to be offered to you, or you want to offer something like that made the connection begin in the first place. So going back to realizing and understanding why you're even with this person can really help you make the decision about what you need to do about your future. Because with you having to go back and think about all the things and everything that you've done, I think it's like you'll be able to convey what you want, not only, confidently, but you'll also be able to, understand what you want and what the partner wants to make the relationship work to the best of its ability. Okay. Now, your romance angels here is children. So you says your love life is being affected by children. Now, if y'all don't have kids, and it's interesting that the Page of Cups is here in the Sun. This is usually kind of children cards. I don't see no Empress, so I'm not worried about that. But some of y'all are having to deal with a situation where you're not sure about someone's kids working out, or your kids are not working out with the person that you're with. There's some things that you need to discuss there. But for some of you guys, they don't have children. It's pretty much plain and simple as this, guys. Children can mean something starting small. Pretty much pages. Not literal children. They're just small initiations or small little things that push you towards something great. That can push you something great. It's small little things. And they're personal. They're yours, typically. Children, when a child comes up, you, like, say, your dog. You think that's your baby? That's your baby, right? That's your child. That's something that's yours, but there's something that has a bit of yourself in it, but can grow to other things. It has other things that you implement in there that you get back. So, all in all, this relationship is pretty much like a child, okay? And your relationship seems like it's in child stage. It's never just you, that person you the person is a relationship on one. It's you, the person, and the relationship. So the relationship right here is what's growing, is what needs to, to sprout into something way better. But you're at the beginning stages. So if you can communicate and be honest about what isn't working for you and what does work for you, things will be working out perfectly. Okay? They just have to have that truth there. You have to be honest and have to be clear. And again, y'all are soulmates, okay? This person is a soulmate in your life. This is meant to come here and this person is meant to teach you something about relationships or something. Whatever it is, this doesn't, although this is a love reading, this can apply to any aspect of your life, okay? So whoever interacts in your life that is sort of like this, if you can think about it and see this objectively, then you'll know that there's something in your life that they are trying to show you. Because soulmates, they're not just people that you love, okay? Because you can hate your soulmate. You could be enemies with your soulmate. This person that comes into your life is here to teach you something, to show you something that can make you, that can make you stronger, make you grow to a higher level, okay? Because in the end, we all are children that are trying to ascend to a stronger and bigger version of ourselves, regardless of our age. Okay? So, alright guys, this has been your reading. Stay open, stay positive, stay clear, be honest. Use your words, guys. Communicate your truth, okay? And the healing will begin, okay? What's underneath that? Yeah, the Four of Swords. There needs to be something here in place for you guys to communicate how exactly you feel. That way, there can be true healing, okay? And when you guys convey that stuff, things will snap into place. Because Temperance is going to be like, you did what you needed to do, we got the rest. Okay? Alright, y'all. This has been your reading. I hope this resonates and it, gives you some advice. And I will see y'all next time in the middle of November. Take care. Love y'all.